So in the previous session, actually, we have seen, so in the copy data activity. So copy data, the scenario we have seen, how to move the data from that local to cloud. So actually in the local, we had a file, and then cloud, we had that one database table. So we have moved the data from that file to the Azure SQL database. So that another scenario actually. So the second scenario, we are going to see it. So Azure to Azure, we are going to move the data. So we have to keep the data in the Azure data lake. So from the Azure data lake, I'm going to move the data into the SQL. So this is the scenario. We can see it now. So then we can start about the control flow activity. Fine. So let's go to this portal. So here, so already our ADF is available. So
Yes.
then here, so file one, so just I'm going to check. So see here, I'm having, so on file, the name of file one. So it's better, it's having only few number of data only I'm having. So this is the data. Actually, this file, I have to move it into the data lake first. I have to move it into the data lake, but I don't have the data lake environment. So see, I don't have that any of the data lake. So first I have to create the data lake. So for the data lake creation, just go to the storage account.
Yeah.
So storage account. So once you click that create, once you click the create now, see here already I'm having that one, just a storage and the explorer, just I'll check it. So I'm having on folder the sample data. So I'm having the data file. That's fine. It's okay. So let's, we want to see how to create that storage account, so that I'm going to delete this existing one. So just I'm giving yes, and I'm deleting. It's fine. So nothing is there. So now I'm going to create the new storage environment. Just come to this storage account. The storage account, directly you can come to this one. So if it is not listed in this default homepage, you don't know, just here you can type it. So storage accounts will be there. The storage accounts, if you click this one, so the storage account will be there. I will created. Then click create storage account or create new one. Anything you can select.
Yes.
So the resource group, you have to select it. Here I'm using the demo as a resource group, so I'm going to keep that same resource group for this also. And storage, so the storage account name, you have to give it the name. Actually all the names you have to mention. The small letter only you have to mention. The field can contain only the lowercase letters and the numbers. So name must be between 3 and 24 characters. So might be sometimes that if you are going to attend that any other certification or objective types entry questions now, so they may ask the question. So storage account name, so minimum it should be the 3 characters, and the maximum it should be the 24 characters, and also it will allow only that small letters only. Okay, fine.
Yes.
So then region, and then the default region, and performance, the standard performance only I'm going to select. Redundancy, so the minimum level local redundant storage, the lowest cost amount, just features only, just I'm selecting. And then come to this advanced feature, and the advanced feature actually, so you have to select this, the data lake storage gen 2. Now we are going to select the data lake only. So we have to check this one. So then only it will be considered as a data lake. So if you're selecting this one, then this will be considered as a blob storage. So I'm selecting this enable hierarchical namespace features. So then click networking. Rest of the things I just I'm leaving it as a default one only. Just I'm coming to this review and create. So I'm clicking this create.
So storage account is nothing but data lake.
Data lake and data blobs. So these all are storage accounts. Wherever you can store the data, so those all are called storage accounts. Okay.
Okay.
So, so file format data we are storing here. see this is one ready. Now come to this one. So to go to that Explorer now, so just to click this Storage Explorer icon. Here you can see this container only going to have that all the folders. So the folders, it is going to be here, but here I don't have that any folder, because since I have created as a new one, there is no folder. So just right click and create file system, and then just I'm going to give that any of the name, then system data. C can only contain alphanumeric and dash characters, on must be doing this so and so. So the same thing, the problem 3263 characters only. The first or last letters in the file system must be the alphanumeric, and the dash characters cannot be first or the last characters. Consecutive dash characters are not permitted in the file system name. All letters must be lowercase. So lowercase is important. So
Right.
I'm going to lowercase system data. This is going to be my table. So now I'm having an environment. First, I have to bring the data. So that's to this also, just I'm going to bring the data using that same concept what you have seen yesterday. So just I'm going to create the new pipeline. So here we can give the any name. Just I'm taking this copy. See, and actually this file, just I'm going to copy this file into that my this one, which one, mm,
Source file
data
are coupled
data
to
lake
data lake.
data lake. Okay,
Okay.
so here,
Yeah.
and so I need the integration runtime I need. So the SH integration runtime is available. So self-hosted type. So the self-hosted type integration only we have to use it for getting the file data from the local host. So it's available. And Azure type. So Azure resolving integration. Azure type. So integration runtime also available. This is for moving the data Azure to Azure. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, uh, linked services, just I'm going to create it. From here, you can create the linked services. Otherwise, what you can do, so directly, so from the property of this activity, so source, you can create the source data set. What I'm going to do, just I'm going to get the file. So this is the file system, and delimited file, comma separator files when I'm using. So the delimited text dataset, just I'm creating. For the dataset creation, we have to use the data link services, but link services I didn't create it. So here, just I'm clicking that. See here, so link service file server or local server. Then from the local, you're going to get the data. So we have to use that self-hosted. This is a self-hosted integrator runtime, and the host from where you're going to get the data. So from here, this is the file, the input files. So right click on properties, the path name, the sharing will have that path details. So from here, you have to select it. Then have to mention, then username for your system. So password. So you have to confirm it by clicking this test connection. So if the all inputs are properly given now, then it will be success. Otherwise, it will throw error. So we will check it. So connection successfully. So linked services, I'm going to create linked service local server. Just to click create. So it's created. So connect via integration runtime. So everything is fine. From here, you can select that file details. The file 1.txt, just I'm going to take it. And first source header in this file, first source going to be considered as a header, and then click OK. So sync. So here we have to create that separate. Actually, this link I'm going to create for the SQL data lake, right? So Azure data lake storage, then click OK. There also I'm going to store this delimited file only, then select. So Azure DL data lake. select the link service. I don't have the link services for Azure, right? So first I'm going to clear Azure Data Lake Storage. So here we are having two, actually one for that local, another one was Azure. Azure already having the default, it will be created. So we have to select it, then it's available. Authentication method, everything is the default. From the Azure subscription, this is a subscription name, and then storage account name. This is a storage we have created. We have created a storage in the name of storage account Selva only. So it is, I'm going to use it. So to link services, everything is same. So then just to click the test connection. So it's working fine. Then click create. So it's fine.
It's created. Yeah.
Then file we have to select, folder we have to select, the destination folder.
Mm.
So in that
Yeah.
data lake we have created on the folder in the name of system data only, it is available, so that I'm selecting that one. And for just to take it first row as a header. So then click OK. So sync created. Rest of the things I'm leaving as a default. Then mapping, just I'm trying to import schemas. I'm going to check it. Is there any mappings are available? But here, see here is what is the something, what is it is displaying. See, so the destination we have to select. The destination we have to go into that, store that file. That file, it is going to have that column, these things. So all are available same, right? So everything is fine. So rest of the things are same. Just a minute.
Yes.
See.
Yeah.
So everything is ready. Then what I'm going to do here, just I'm going to run. So for running, just I'm going to trigger now. So one thing we missed. Whatever the changes or creations you have done, everything it should be saved. For saving, you have to publish it. So just I'm doing publish. So now I'm trying to trigger now. So then click OK. So it's running. So seems it's done. Okay. We will go to that and refresh it. See, the file 1.txt is available, right?
Yes.
So now we are having our CSV text, that text file in our storage. So fine. Okay. So hereafter we don't want to use this one. Just it's okay. Then now just to go to the home, I'm going to check that one. Is there any database are available here? So database available here. The name of DemoDB. I'm going to select the query editor. So my username and password. So I'm going to check my table is there, EMP. So select star from EMP. Select and run. So nothing is there. So the column fields, what are the fields we are having? First name, last name, title. The source data, what are the files, what are the fields are available? So ID, name, city. So totally different, right?
Yes.
So here actually, so this is a different format table. So I don't want to use this table. So what I'm going to here, so drop table name. Just I'm going to drop it. Now I'm trying to select, sorry, run. So failed to execute query, error, invalid object name, because this table got deleted, right? Dropped. So nothing.
Yes, yes.
So now I'm going to create a new table, the same create table. So table name, anything you can give it. Table name employee. What are the fields are available here? So
ID.
ID, name, city. Then ID, it is going to be integer. Name, it is going to be
Where
envarchar.
cat
Envarchar, and then city, it is also going to be envarchar.
where cat.
So fine, then run it. So now just I'm refreshing, see, yes, it's available for ID and name city. That's fine. So now we are having in the SQL table. So here now we have to create the new pipeline for moving the data from that Azure storage to Azure SQL.
As a database.
So the same, then copy data, just I'm selecting the copy data, the source, I'm going to select. So I don't want to use this data sets. So because this data set, one is representing that local one and another one is representing this, which one, that storage, we can check it. So just delimited text Azure DL, just I'm opening this one, and here file path, this is a file path, and then what I'm going to do, just I'm going to select the file also. Now I'm selecting file. So then test connection, yes, it's connection. So remaining first row scatter, yes. So rest of the things just I'm leaving as it is. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So fine here. Now, so I'll come to this one. So come to this one. Then we have to select the sync. So for the sync, we have to create that one more data set, right? Because now the destination we are having the SQL database, Azure SQL database. So here, Azure SQL database, just continue. Azure SQL database, Azure SQL table, then linked services we have to create. For Azure SQL database, we don't have Azure SQL database.
Yes, yes, you have to create.
So linked service, Azure to Azure only. So I'm selecting. Then Azure subscription, this is the one. And the server name, SQL Server Paul, the server name. And from which database? DemoDB. SQL authentication method. So the username is admin Paul. And here, so we have to confirm it whether it is accessible. So it is not working.
That's
We have to
important.
check it. So this is the IP.
High level.
So we
Yes,
have to
yes.
copy it. So then what we have to do? So we have to go to this one and the overview, server set firewall, server firewall, and this one and this one. So Azure SQL DB. Fine. It's okay. I'm trying to save it. Okay.
Sir, every time they will get this firewall setting, you need to add that one, or sometimes
Yeah.
you will
So the
get this
first time if
history.
you are creating now, so it will be use that one. Now
Okay.
only we have created this database, right?
Correct.
So it will generate the IP, new IP, so that we have to confirm, we have to map it. So now it's connection
Okay.
successfully. So then create. Fine. So it's created. Then table name. This is our table name. Then schema, everything is same. Then okay. So our SQL sync data set is ready. Then rest of things default and mapping, import schema. See, almost all are same. So it's mapped directly. So we don't need to worry about this one. Okay, fine. So just I'm going to run and trigger now. So the same problem, have to publish it.
Yes.
See, if any changes you are doing in your pipeline, then it should be published. Then only it will be saved. After saving, only you can run your pipeline. So published completely. It's running. Seems it's done. Failed. So view details. So error occurred. Microsoft data transfer amount. I would accept demo. Check the link services configuration is correct and make sure the SQL database firewall allows the integration runtime. Fine. So it might be the problem with that our source. A source. This is a source actually. This source open Azure SQL database file text only fine. All are fine. It's mapped properly. Then what could be the problem? So trigger now, no. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. There is possibility for throwing error again. So it's running. So the previous details, operation not allowed to access the server. So that is not allowed actually. So what we have to do? Open it and the test connection. Azure Data Lake Storage, it's working fine. And coming to the sync, open it and database. Seems the problem is here. Testing is taking more time. Table also available. So it's working fine. Then what is the problem here? It should be everything is there. Mapping in okay, fine, fine, fine. What I will try. SQL database. Query editor. So here.
Okay.
So this is the data type actually.
Correct. Yeah.
So data editor, everything is fine. This might be the problem actually because the data type. So the data type, this is the data type. This is the integer data type, right?
Yeah.
So what we have to do, we have to modify the data type because the source we are getting from that which one Excel,
Data lake.
data lake,
CSV.
CSV file. So on the CSV, everything by default it will be string only. So it might be the problem. So string to what it is trying now. So during the map, so we can check it. So here, so in the mapping, so it is passing integer, but it is trying to store as a integer int string. So to int, but the error detail, view details. Error SQL failed to connect Microsoft data transfer command shared. Okay, so a database demo user admin Paul check the link service configuration is correct and make sure the SQL database firewall allows the integration. So we have checked those things. It's allowed, right? Because connected, it was connected. And transfer client type system.xmx connection, open service requested line client IP. So both are, so 39 is also no. Client with IP address is not allowed to access the server. To enable access, use the window Azure management portal or okay. So cannot open server SQL server Paul requested by the login. Client with IP address is not allowed to access the server. To enable access, Windows Azure management portal or run SP shutter firewall. Firewall rule IP address range. It may be take 5 minutes for this change, but this is not actually. It's working actually. Here, this delimited Azure data file, everything is fine. So what I will try. So link services, this is fine. So okay, fine. What we will try? I just the I'm trying the source. I'm trying to change new.
Okay.
The new actually where we are having now we are having our data in the data lake, right? Azure data lake storage. So it is a delimited file only. Then continue. Delimited text. DL. ADL. Then links. Just I'm creating new as the and authentication. Pay as you go and storage account server. I'm testing test connection. It's working, then it's fine. The link services file path. From here itself, just I'm selecting the file path, file1.txt. I'm going to take it and file first row's header and then okay. Fine. So this is one I'm going to take it and sync and sync. Yeah, it's fine. Mapping. So clear everything and I'm selecting new. Okay, fine. ID name. Okay, fine. So setting user properties, no need as of now. Then it's okay. Then click. Okay, fine. Trigger now. So I have to publish it. So publish it. It's okay. So then just I'm selecting and sorry. Here trigger now. So it's running. So it's failed again. So okay, fine. So but here it is showing something different. So it is not listed anything. IP address 33 is not allowed. Client with IP address. But Okay, fine. One thing we can test it. So whether this is the problem or not, we can test it. See here, we will keep that same table. We will keep it is. I'll create that one more table. Okay. So create table, just emp1. This ID, just I'm going to select
Mentioned. Yeah.
as a nvarchar. So nvarchar of something 3. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Then name, just for the confirmation, because we want to know which is the problem. So where is the problem actually? So name nvarchar, and just I'm giving some values 40 and city. So then what is this? It is also going to be nvarchar, right? Nvarchar of this thing something. It's all okay. Run. So here, just refresh it. I'm having two table, employee one, employee, right? So what we will try
Yes.
now, instead of employee, we will try to use this table as a destination table. Just to come to this one and sync, open your source, sorry, this link services and test connection. It will be fine. Then just I'm going to edit it. Mm, this SQL authentication admin Paul admin and Azure. This is Azure and server name. This is the server name and the database. This is the database and fine. The test connection. Its connection. Then apply. Okay. This link services. So the table. Just I'm refreshing. So just I'm selecting this employee one. Then come to this pipeline. Now trying to map, clear, then import. So all are same data type, string, string, string. So
Publish.
fine.
Yeah.
Now add trigger now. We have to publish it first.
So yeah.
It actually started to running because it was using the previous one.
Yeah. Let's take a watch there.
So publish, and then now I'm selecting. Meanwhile, I'm selecting select star from emp1. So
Offering.
nothing is there. So now I'm trying to run trigger now. Yes. It's running. No.
Looking.
Client with IP address is 2042.3. It is not allowed. So we will try. An overview, server set. I'll save it. Actually, it is showing this IP is not allowing to access, so that I'm adding that one. So
Yes, yes.
this might be the problem. So to access the server, so that I'm adding, but now we have to confirm it now whether it is allowing or not. So copy data. Sometimes this will be happen. So if you are using that existing one, because the existing one we don't know using which IP address we have created. So now just I'm using. So same problem.
In field.
But now it is
IP
showing
address are
something
change.
different,
Yeah.
changed. So okay, fine. So okay, then fine. So this might be the problem of that. But SQL database now only we have created, right? That
Yes, yes.
SQL database now only we have created, and all the data links, everything we have created now only. Then why it is showing this type of problem again and again? We have details. I guess with the logging client with. Okay. It's fine. But somewhere it is dynamically changing, but it's the but the problem is because of the server only it is throwing. But come here, then this sync. I'm opening, and the edit the link services. This is the link services. Okay. What I'm link services Azure SQL database. This is our link services. SQL server paul.database.windows.net. This is it is asking enter manually, but okay. So Sunil, actually, what I'm trying now, just I will delete it everything. So and then I will check it one more time. So actually, it was
Yes, yes.
working fine in that morning session. So but now it is not working. Means somewhere the setting is not supporting. Okay. Fine. This is the one more try.
Yeah.
So successfully running the pipeline, running. Yeah, fine. That is the problem. Yes.
Yes,
Actually, the
okay.
problem was the allow Azure service and resources to access the server, right? See, the ADF is the one of the Azure resource. Okay, this SQL database is one of the Azure SQL service actually. The problem is, so without selecting this one, we have tried, but it was no. So allow Azure services and resources to access the server was disabled. So
Okay.
that is the reason. So whenever it was trying to access your SQL Server database, it was not allowed.
Yes,
So it
yes.
was not allowed. That is the reason it got failed. So this is an important point actually. So whenever you are using this firewall setting now, so you have to confirm it whether you want to allow to access the server by other resources. See here,
Okay.
everything is that Azure is a resource. Azure SQL database is a resource. ADF is a resource. Data lake is a resource. So Blob is a resource. Everything is a separate resource. Actually, AWS it is
Mm-hmm.
called service. Here it is called resources. So this
Okay.
resource should allow to access by other services. All right.
Yeah.
So after enabling that one, so now we got that successful rate. So then
Yes,
it's
yes.
fine. Now the data should be there in the database. So now go to this database, just open it and open the editor window. So see here, select star from, now we are using that EMP1 table, right?
Yes, yes.
So select it. So you see here, so we are having that data, Amit and John. The same data only we are having here, Amit and John. You got my point.
Yes, yes.
So this is the way only
But
actually we have to move the data. Actually, this is a simple thing only, but sometimes it will make difficulties. Suppose if you are missing some enables settings in any of the services, then it will make some mishaps. Okay.
okay.
So we have to be very conscious on this one when we are creating that any of the resources. So then only every service, every resource will support without any problem. Otherwise, because the problem is actually it will not give that exact position, the exact error. It will give that common type of errors only. It will give that. See, it is not able to access that particular server, so it is giving that error only. The server name, so everything is giving, but why it is not able to access that server, so it could not give that proper the exact details. So everything it is giving, but we have to analyze that. So otherwise we could not find out what is the problem behind. Got it?
Okay. Yes, yes.
So the Azure Data Factory, sorry, and the Azure Data Factory. So if you want to move the data from that Azure to Azure, now yes, we can do it. But Azure to Azure for data transformation, so we have to use that Azure type integration runtime. So totally we are having three types of integration runtime. One is that Azure integration runtime, and then self-hosted integration runtime, and then another one, the third one is that Azure SSIS integration runtime. So we have used these two, okay, Azure and
Yeah.
as self-hosted.